Welcome. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone, and welcome to yesterday's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. And this is for yesterday, the 6th episode. I can't think, so let's get right to it. We are in the car today. Hey, I'm only filming one today because I didn't get to see today, so let's get right to it. At Lante's, Lulu still blames herself. Anna comes over. She has news. She thinks she knows where Valentine and Charlotte are. Yay! Canada lines up with where they tracked Valentine's car before they lost track of him. So Dante's going to contact Niagara Falls and, get people on both sides of the border, police officers, to start asking around. Lulu asks what she can do. Anna thinks that at the end of the day, Valentine is a realist and would want Charlotte to be with Lulu than to be a ward at the state. So come with and let's get Charlotte, and Dante's coming too. So there's a knock at the door. Laura's left at their house, by the way, and it's Spencer. Oh my goodness, I love that kid so much. I can't even lie. Laura is surprised to see him, and surprised but really happy, but also slightly concerned because why are you here? You were supposed to be in a super secure school. So Spencer pretty much apped his way across the world. That's how he got his plane tickets, and he Ubered there, and she's just like, what? And apparently he also forged a text message from her that said he could leave school. She's mad but happy to see him. Like, it's, obviously, it's very mixed emotions. She's happy to know he's safe after everything that's happened, though. And then he calls Valentine his evil uncle who killed his father and robbed them of their family home. That's why he's here. He intends to vanquish Valentine and reclaim Windermere, because he was almost kidnapped. Like, he feels this. And I'm just like, I love this kid. I love this kid so much. I would watch the Spencer show. Seriously. He's also in I think it's a Disney show. I'm not sure. Stuck in the Middle. It might not be a Disney show, but that's a cute show too. I've seen a few episodes with the kids I watch and everything. So Laura tells him not to tangle with Valentine, obviously, because he's a kid and Valentine's, an adult. And he'll protect her, and he'll make her the mistress of Windermere. And I'm like, this kid, I love him so much. I love him. Like, I'm sorry, Spencer is his role. Like, never recast this role, ever. Like, I can't. So she says, Windermere was a big isolated house. It's a lot more comfortable here. So he's like, well, it is more convenient for deliveries. And he misses Gino's pizza, and she says he has to go back to school in France. But Spencer doesn't want to go back to boarding school. He doesn't want to be away from her, his beloved grandmother, or Gino's pizza. He also wants to restore his family honor. I love this kid. I just want to talk about Spencer this whole time. Is there anything else I can say about him? No, we have to move on to other characters. Okay, I guess. In Niagara Falls, Charlotte says that something's wrong. Somebody is in big trouble. She is, for skipping school. And I'm like, oh my god, this kid's adorable. Her and Spencer are going to get along great if they ever meet. So Valentine says she's not in trouble, but she's worried that they're going to come after her. And he says that, this is like a field trip, so they give you credit for this. And he even says they'll play a game. He's actually, he's amazing with her when they're one-on-one and there's, no drama involved. And it's just, I have some, I'll save it to the end that I want to say, but Valentine, remind me. That won't work. So, they're really cute, and, he's a really good dad. But anyway, the game is that they're going to pick a new life story and totally change their identities. And you have to pick the place you're from. And the trick is that it has to be a real place. Pick stuff you like to do. And she's like, oh, so it's like social studies. Yes, honey, it's like social studies. I want to take her social studies classes. And the trick is once you start pretending, you don't stop, even if you're alone. Sounds like fun. So her new name is Geneviève LeBlanc. And his new name is Gasper LeBlanc. And they're from where her grandma's from, which she's excited about, Montreal. There's a knock at the door, and he sends her out of the room. It's the manager. Someone is asking about a father-daughter matching his description, both of their descriptions, and Valentine was super generous at check-in, so he told them he didn't know anything, but he'll need some more generosity to continue to be quiet. Now, you'll go far in life. Sorry, I just watched Better Call Saul, and it was like that episode with the whole swindling. I watched that show too much. I need to calm down with the Better Call Saul, don't I? So Valentine wrangles Charlotte. She says that she's supposed to be Genevieve, and he's like, "You win the practice round. Now, yeah, we'll do it now." And he says they have to go, and he calls for a car with Canadian plates. So he's ready to go. He's packing them up. He says, plans change. They'll see the fall soon. They can't do it this time around. She's disappointed, and he's like, "We'll be okay as long as we're together." There's a knock at the door. He thinks it's the person with the car, but it's actually Anna, Dante, and Lulu. Charlotte sees Lulu, and she's surprised that they're there, and Anna tells him that he knows what he has to do, and he tells Charlotte that she wins the game, because the game's over now. School does want her back. She's not in trouble, they're asking for her back, and he tells her he wants her to go with her mother, and her mother will take her home, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, my heart is just in both swelling and breaking in a million pieces. Like, I don't know how that's even possible. So Charlotte feels at home with Lulu and her/their family. She promises to go home and make him proud, and he'll get her as soon as he can, and she tells him not to be sad. He can take her to the falls when he gets back, and she'll see him tomorrow. And Dante's like, Rocco will be super excited to see you, and she leaves with them, and it leaves Anna and Valentine alone. So I said I was going to save this to the end, but let's be real, I'm going to forget, so I want to say it now. Obviously, him keeping Charlotte from Lulu is wrong and all that, but looking back and knowing more about him now, I think it's more about the fact that he finally had someone who, unconditionally loved him and that he could unconditionally love, and it was, a fear of losing that, or even a fear of, sharing that, and losing, so, because, all through his life, it seems he was mistreated, even by friends, even by well-meaning friends, who, his insecurities ran so deep that even, something we would consider, a normal thing just cut to the core. So, I really think that's where he's coming from with this whole, Charlotte thing, and it's just, I don't, I really need them to redeem him, because I like him so much, and I need to stop feeling guilty about it. But I truly believe down to my core that him and Nicholas are working together, and Nicholas isn't dead. Whether or not Tyler Christopher or anyone comes back for the role, I thoroughly believe that. So Valentine is crying on the floor because he knelt down to talk to Charlotte, and he's left with Anna. Valentine demands Anna guarantee Charlotte want for nothing, because she's an extraordinary child. She deserves extraordinary. She doesn't deserve normal. She needs everything. And Anna says that, she's, of course, but, what if this would have gone down differently? What if this turned into a high-speed car chase? And then Charlotte would have been in the middle, and he says he wouldn't let anything happen to her, but there's no way to guarantee that if, that happened. So she needs him to, the person he truly is, no fronts, no drama, no nothing. The person he truly is, down to his core, is the man who would give up his daughter for her own good. And then he pulls a gun on her. So, Anna, not his daughter. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, he doesn't like this psychoanalyzing she's doing. So Valentine has a gun on Anna. He won't let her arrest him. He would just incapacitate her. He wouldn't kill her. One second. Carrier updates, apparently. He would incapacitate her, he wouldn't hurt her, and then they struggle. At General Hospital, Julian would like to talk to Lucas. Hi, Lucas, by the way. Long time no see. Where have you been? Oh, I know where he's been. Just haven't had a storyline. Give him a storyline, please. Okay, I'm done demanding things. So he doesn't, Lucas doesn't care what Julian has to say, but Lucas is checking on Ava, but not as her doctor, and Julian's like, oh, well, if you recognize Ava as your aunt, then you do recognize me as your father, blah, blah, blah. And then Julian asks if he has any compassion left for his father. So Julian also says he's sorry, and he wishes things were different. And Lucas is like, what are you sorry for? Are you sorry for what you did, or are you sorry that you have to pay for it? And he says both, which I think is the most honest answer anyone could give, because no one's going to say they're not sorry that they have to pay for what they did. Come on. So Lucas says that he has no compassion or forgiveness left, and he'll be civil at the hospital. He'll answer any questions he has, in a professional sense, but, keep walking if we're outside the hospital. And Lucas says, good luck in prison. Julian wants to talk more, but Lucas is like, do I really owe you anything else? Do you think I owe you anything else? And Julian says no, but it still hurts. At Perks, Sam brings Scout by to see Alexis. Sam accidentally calls Scout Danny. She says she mixes up their names sometimes, but Alexis thinks there's more to it, like that Sam isn't okay, or that she's just run ragged. But the moment passes, and Sam is just exhausted, even though Scout's like a really good baby, and Danny's really good too. Alexis wants Sam to just spend some time for herself, and she wants to send her to a spa, but Sam doesn't want to ditch Scout, and Alexis is like, that's what I'm for, like, do it. So Sam is going to go to the spa, and maybe they have an opening or something, like, at 10 o'clock at night, but, she just needs to relax. Julian sees Alexis there, and he's like, oh, I'll leave, don't worry. But she's like, no, don't leave, and here, say hi to your granddaughter, because I don't think he's met Scout at all. So she introduces them, and even offers for him to hold her. Alexis mentions how tired Sam is, and, she had to force her to go relax, and Julian loves spending time with the baby, like he really is good with that baby, and he says there's no change with Ava or Lucas. So he's pretty much resigned himself to jail, and he takes responsibility of his situation though. He's like, he got himself into this. So Julian is spending time with Scott and Alexis, and she's talking about the pain she caused, and that people don't change any overnight, and some don't change at all, and he says that he's not going to go back. He wants to prove he's worthy of her love, and she's his reason, and she's like, don't make me your reason, and he's like, you don't have a choice over that. And he knows she loves him, like, she can protest as much as she wants, but he knows, and he loves her too, and she's like, well, sometimes love isn't enough. At J. Sam's, Sunny would like to toast to justice. My cat, that's so sweet. I'm just kidding. So Sunny is sure that the hell Ava is going through now is the hell she deserves, but, like, let's be real, nobody deserves that, no matter what horrible thing they do, but we'll move past it. Jason asks Sunny what he would have done if Ava hadn't thrown the lamp, and he says he would have let her go because, he and Carly would have been the prime suspects. Ooh, too dark back there. So it's not for, like, moral superiority or anything, because Jason doesn't believe him, but it's not that he would let her go because, I'm just not that kind of, I couldn't do it. It's I'd let her go because otherwise we'd end up jail the rest of our lives. So Sunny is considering what Ava said about he and Carly being at fault. It's a parent's worst nightmare to think that you failed your kid when they needed you the most. And he's so upset he didn't have the pills tested first thing. Like, why didn't they do so? Like, but you wouldn't have known. You can't blame yourself. I mean, we knew, but he couldn't have known. So Jason thinks that what happened with Ava kind of brought Carly and Sunny together, and I don't disagree with that. I think definitely, because it got all the hoopla out of the way, and they could just focus on what's important. So Sunny still mulls over he and Carly's future. Then he asks Jason how Sam and the kids are. He knows he could have lost Sam and the baby with what happened with Olivia, but Sam kept fighting and taught him something, that anything is possible with love. At the spa, Sam is having trouble relaxing. She's trying to get her massage. Sam is getting a massage, but, like, in her mind, a voice is going, you're not safe, and your family's not safe, and she gets up. Like, she can't go through with this massage. She's too tense. Like, she has to leave. And now NC. So all Sunny wants is for his family to be safe and secure, but planning for the future brings the past breathing down your neck. Julian is really enjoying holding and spending time with Scout. He's sure the DA will come after him with everything he's got, especially because he's turned down the deal. Scott will come through. Alexis says that maybe Scott will come through, and he's like, yeah, okay. But she can't stay longer. She needs to put Scott to sleep. Julian calls Scott. He needs to talk with him. Sam comes home without the baby, and Jason's like, hey, where's our baby? And she's like, oh, she's with Alexis. But it was, like, adorable, like, literally adorable. She talked in the getting massage, and Sam feels even more tense now, and she hugs him, and she's like, this is good, like, this is good. So Laura gets news that everyone is all right. There's a surprise at the house, and Spencer's really happy to be the surprise. Oh, I'm talking about Spencer again. I'm so happy. What is going on? Why is this? There we go. He ergos her, like, ergo this, ergo that, and she ergos him back, like, literally, like, just, I forget what the context was, and he's so dramatic, and I love him, and he doesn't want to go back on the red eye, because it's last minute, and he'll have to stay in the main cabin, and that's where people travel with their livestock. I've been on a plane, like, twice, when I was 7. I remember no livestock. So Laura says that he can stay for now, forever, please. Anna and Valentine shoot the mirror. it fractures, and Valentin sees his reflection all messed up, and it brings back all of his old insecurities. And she says that she's not the enemy. She didn't manipulate him. Alex did. Alex is the one who betrayed him. So Valentin hopes that Anna's transgressions are buried so deep that they never see the light of day. Genuinely, he hopes that she keeps her life, because she's built a really good life. And he goes peacefully. She arrests him and is crying while reading him his rights, because she doesn't want to do this. And they do this really composed shot of him and in the mirror, in profile, and it's all fractured again, and it's just it's like art. But that is it for yesterday's Drama Hospital. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe I can watch today's on the app since I have Wi-Fi. We'll see. But in any event, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for more Drama Hospital. Okay, bye!